We do have readies from both players. Again, they're going to be playing levels 8 through 11, a little more densely packed. Now, we haven't seen Arco play this level block before, and we have seen Ramsey play it. And we have our 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Looking at these right off the top here, I'm a little concerned about the placement of those gaps on Ramsey's side. He's going to be very careful. They're not huge, but at the wrong time they can add a decent amount of drop time. But he's trying to get rid of that real quickly, except for that blue on the right hand side, which I'm going to bet he will probably leave till the very end. Meanwhile, on Arco's side, he's got a pretty balanced board. There's no major gaps. A little bit of a lack of blue, but we know that blue is not exactly common in here, which is why he's getting a blue blitz right now.
Of course. But I am very worried about that lack of blue for Arco because it's letting Ramsey just get the chance to take this board down very evenly. I'm curious to see whether he gets this red horizontal. It looks like he's signaling for that. You can see him thinking about it. The fact that there's a lot of red on column 7 and 8 means it could be tricky if he goes to the right, but he goes to the left. Very well done. He's set up for a very smooth endgame and is really off to a great start.
Meanwhile, Arco is getting the amount of blue that most Go bracket players wish they had gotten last week. He is just getting blue everywhere. Meanwhile, Ramsey Fox is out at a 116, which is a pretty good time for level 8. And that
Yeah.
gives him a little bit of a lead right now as Arco just really having to work around all these blues.
But he's got a nice fat log. Unfortunately, it did kind of take out the blues from underneath on column 8 that he could have used to keep that plan going, but it really doesn't matter the way that those pills fell. And so it just needs one more yellow and he's going to be out. And there we go, out at a 146. So a good time out of level 8, but he's about 13 virus deficit to Ramsey, who's working on a board that is pretty vertical, pretty spired at the moment. So he's really signaling hard that he wants to take that yellow horizontally. Didn't like the drop time, um, but still wondering if he's going to go horizontally on that yellow there.
Speaking of signaling, he has that, you guys like to refer to it, a traffic light in column 7 that he's got all these threes. If he can get the right pills, he'll be able to take him out very quickly. But it took a fair amount of time to set that up, and it gave Arco a chance to catch up. There's only a 3 virus difference, right? Make it a 5, make it a 3 virus difference. I was right the first time. And beautiful placement by that piece by Arco. Right now, is going to be exciting. The only real concern I can see is all those reds on Arco's side. That could potentially be an issue.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's a little nerve-wracking. Red blue sometimes comes in a blitz, and we're seeing quite a bit of it right now, which is really lucky for him. But it is a tough draw, but it's still so close. We see Ramsey taking this yellow off of the board. It's going to take red horizontally, and that will drop down on top of the blue. So he's got a nice, easy path. This double red working out really well for him. And there he goes. He's out at a 312, 313. Very nicely done. Take a look at Arco, thinking about dropping vertical into horizontal. Very nicely done. Clearing up this level quite quickly.
Yeah, he's going to finish this one much faster than he did the last one. It can be a bit of a closer time. He was just needing that one last red, which comes right here. Speaking of red, that is something that is distinctly lacking on Ramsey's board, and that could really come to haunt him. But at the same time, over on Arco's side, hey, Ramsey, looking for your red? Look over on Arco's side.
Yeah, I can't believe that happens so often. The trade back and forth where the thing that one person wants is the thing the other person has. Very rough, but Ramsey working through it quite well. He's exposed that diversity there. Double blue would be good. I think double yellow would be fantastic to get a horizontal going, but he has blocked that opportunity. Can use the double yellow again for a horizontal, and he does. So he's down to 19. Arco is down to 26, and let's hope he's got a little string of red. He does. Nice combo.
Yeah, again, though, he's having the same issue that he did in level 8, and that is no blues. And that could really slow him down here, as once again, now that he has no blues, hey, let's give you a whole bunch of blue. It's going to make you feel blue if you keep that up. But right now, Ramsey Fox is just cutting this down real quick. You got a 7 virus lead. You got everything set up for some nice combinations here and there. The only real slowdown, it looks like, would be that column 8, I want to say. There's 8 columns across, right? Yes. That'll
Mhm.
be the only thing that'll be slowing him down. He's probably going to take those yellows horizontally, then it'll give him the opportunity to get the reds vertically, and then it'll just be that blue on top. He should be out here in a relatively short time. I'm kind of surprised that he decided to do that that way instead of taking the red blue and just taking down vertically, but he is out at a 509.
And Argo very close behind here, just a couple more reds on the left and then on the right. So he's going to be out at a 522 going into level 11. The RNG is really going to be a factor with something this close, I believe. And hmm, Ramsey's got to figure out a way to get through this blue line in the center efficiently. And it looks like maybe going for some yellow horizontally or coming up with some competing plans. Beautiful cross there for Ramsey and clearing out quite a bit of the center of the board.
Yeah, Ramsey was an absolutely beautiful combo. Knows he has to work fast because 13-second difference. Hey, I happen to know a little bit about having a 13-second lead and still losing the match. So he needs to make certain that he keeps the Jets going all the way till the very end. Meanwhile, over on Arco's side, so much red over there. He's going to need some red pills immediately, and he's just not getting those. And that's really hampering any chance he has to stay in this match. It's only about a 4 virus difference right now, but unless he starts getting some red, this is going to give Ramsey the opportunity to just blow this thing wide open.
And as soon as he gets a couple of well placed reds in his column two, notice a beautiful thing is going to happen. All of column one is going to clear. He takes it, giant combo dropping all the way down. One piece of yellow garbage stopped him from clearing all of column one, but he's ready to finish off the job because he's got an open blue horizontal there. So he's got lots of great possibilities. But the two of them are tied at the moment. Wow. Arco really coming back here, but again, still needs that red, Saros.
Yeah, he's starting to get a few red pieces, but right now what he really needs is red-blue combinations for the most part. A red-yellow would help out in columns 7 and 8, but just red in general is what he really needs. A double red blitz would be absolutely perfect right now, but he's having to do it the old-fashioned way. He's got a 2 virus lead, but I'd say that Ramsey's got a few good setups going on here. He's gonna see Arco's gonna have to just cover up that blue for the cover the red, excuse me, for the time being, to try to get some more things going. But he's gonna be able to take him out real quickly here with the pieces that he's getting. We are down to 4 versus 4. This is going to come down right to the wire. But pay attention to those seconds, people. If this ends up being a second difference or so, we will go and check the time.
Oh,
7:48 versus 7:49. I think I just mentioned we're going to have that check most likely, won't we?
yeah, usually we do when it is this close. And, we do not go to hundredths of a second, unfortunately. So if, wow, we see 7:49:07. So we're going to have to take a look back at the end of that, but also at the very beginning, make sure that these players did start their game at the same time as starting their timer. So Dave is going to verify that for us. So let's give some love to Dave as we await the outcome of that first game.
Yeah, props to Dave. He is the restreamer. He's the one who makes certain that we're ready to go, that we sound as good as we do. He gets everyone up on the screen, whether it's 2 players or 4 up. We really would not be able to run this without him. He also really hates compliments.
He does. He is the most humble. Oh, I'm some there's been a couple of times when we've had to be told or the booth has had to be muted because we've all had to go back and look at the beginning just to double check everything. But yeah, he's going to be looking frame for frame on this one.
Yeah, this is going to be. And I did say at the top of Red Star of 11 at a 13-second difference when you're facing off against people of this caliber, that's nothing. You can make that
Right.
back easily, and that's what we've seen happen here. So
Woo! We have a tie. Oh my goodness. We have a tie. So both of these players are just going to go and play level 11. So they're going to ready up and it's one level to rule them all. and we'll see who takes. And that's only game one.
It would be level 12 they would be playing actually, wouldn't it? Because they just did 8 to 11.
Yes.
Okay, I want
Yes.
to make sure I was
12.
understanding the rules
12.
correctly.
12. Sorry, my brain is working. I was so excited. 12. It's
We don't get very many ties in the silver bracket, so this is a rare treat.
yeah, this is very exciting. And this just shows these two players outstandingly matched. I will get my brain going. You know, I was like, I got a little rest. I'm ready to go, but I'm dialed in. I'm locked in now.
Right, we're just waiting on readies from both people. I see up there's Arco, there's Ramsey. Now we're just waiting for the countdown, and we will get our first tiebreaker of the silver bracket 3, 2, 1, and pills. Let's look at these level 12s. Very compact boards. A little bit of lack of blue at the top over on Arco's side, but overall, looking at them both, I'd say they're pretty even on all viruses. Nice spread as you get lower down. I think that this one's going to be more of a test of skill than anything else on this one.
And well, it's interesting. We already see Ramsey struggling. He's getting red that he doesn't need. He needs to get blue to advance this board. Meanwhile, great combo there from Arco getting exactly what he needs to clear out some of column 8. We do see Ramsey getting rid of quite a bit in the center. It's going to leave things a little bit open, but good horizontal there. It is just a 7 virus deficit at the moment, but you know, props to Arco. He really got this board going. Everything is working well, and I think he has some pretty interesting plans ahead of him. I think.
Yeah, the only real issue he has right now, but he'll be able to solve that right here, is getting access to blue. But as soon as he takes out those yellows horizontally, he'll be able to look at that L, yeah, followed
Ooh,
by a
yeah.
vertical. It's giving him a huge 11 virus lead right now. And with the way that Ramsey's board is set, could be a little difficult to come back from, but he is fighting. He's got down to 20 to 13. Right now, though, it's been the tail that it's been for every level, I think, for Arco so far. Hey, where are the reds? Because he has so many red viruses.
Yeah, it was really interesting. He kind of passed up a couple of opportunities to take out reds in row 2 horizontally because we can see that he has a very obvious go at a big horizontal with the red at the bottom of the screen. So looks like he is setting up so that everything will fall in a horizontal. This is a little bit dangerous, right? But there we go. He's going to get it. He needs one more blue and he's out at a 156 and Ramsey is already past that time and has 4 viruses left. So it is the first game is going to go to Arco.
What an amazing tiebreaker. It was so very close here. I am hoping that he will finish this off here just because he put up quite a performance here. And keep in mind, folks, this is just the first match. We got at least one more, possibly two more coming here. Hopefully, two more. I want to see as much as is possible.
I know. We're summoning it. We're really hoping it happens. Betty B saying summer is hitting Sav hard. Yep. It's already in my mind. Summer is already here for me. All right. Woo.
Oof. uh, I almost need a rest after just watching that one.
I know. Outstanding.
We got ready from both of our competitors here. And got our 3, 2, 1, and pills. Starting this next bracket off here, we see a huge gap. The right side of Ramsey's board did not spawn in, apparently, while Arco's is much more even in both color and in spacing. I would say, looking at things right now, I would give a definite advantage to Arco.
Mm-hmm. Interesting what's going on Ramsey's board. I think tripped up a little bit by the horizontal possibilities that are there with the red. So there we go. He takes it, but notice the left-hand side of that board a little bit messy. We've got red on columns 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So that's really tough because a bunch of that's garbage.
Yeah, but with the pieces he's getting, it shouldn't be too difficult to clear most of that out. He seems to be getting what he needs to clear most of that out. But Arco, Wow, I feel like a skipping record here. He needs a lot of reds. Can I just like put that on my stream deck and just hit that button every
Yeah,
30 seconds?
exactly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but beautiful horizontal with the yellow drops down perfectly and a good horizontal at the bottom. Arco is using the red to his advantage, basically the most efficiently that he can. And notice building horizontally for the blue there and is going to get all of it in one fell swoop off of the board. Think he should keep working on that red, knowing that it's a little bit of a vulnerable point, but notice he's going to get a good horizontal at the bottom with blue as well.
Yep, he's going to get that right here, and he just needs one more red, and he is going to be out at any second now 140. Meanwhile, Ramsey still has 14 viruses to go. Got a little tripped up on how that started, and looking at Arco's board, hey, stop me if you heard this one before. He's got a lot of red on there, particularly in the middle area, but he's getting a lot of reds early on this time at least, which is clearing many of them off. But it's making it to the point where he's going to need to get some yellow blues. And hey, look what he's suddenly getting a rush of.
Hey, look at that commentator's blessing. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
on the right hand side of your board, or your screen rather, Ramsey just needs one more red and he's going to be out. One more red. There we go. He's out at a 221, and Arco already only with 26 viruses left to go here. So that's about a 14 virus lead, but struggling a little bit, not getting the yellow that he would like, and kind of locked up here with some competing plans. Brings blue down to take quite a bit of drop time, but it does open up that board quite a bit.
also, I think he had a little bit of a misdrop there over on columns 1 and 2. I think he was struggling a little bit to figure out where he wanted to put in. By the time he realized what he wanted to do, it had already touched, which is always a frustrating thing when that happens. But, he's got the pieces he needs to clean that up easily enough. Meanwhile, over on Ramsey Fox's side, he's managed to take advantage here to get this back into a 6 virus game, and this double blue will really help him take 3 more of those off. He is getting pretty much taking viruses off with almost every pill right now, which is something you really want to see. And suddenly we have a tie game again here, Sav.
Yeah, this is really outstanding. I just saw Ramsey just plowing through this level. Looks like there's an opportunity for possibly a big red horizontal. It would cause some garbage, but he takes it and, don't blame him. Looks really good. And wow, down to 8. Now, Arco down to 6. And some blue yellows would be great to just tuck in under for columns 1 and 2. He gets one of them, he gets two. Very efficient there. Double yellow, perfect. Just needs a couple more yellows. Let's go. And he'll be out at 359.
But right now, it's just two more. Oh, yeah, 2 more yellow pieces. There's a double, there's the other double, and Ramsey Fox is out at a 408. We're going in a level 10, which is essentially a tie game right now. Looking at the boards, I don't have to say it on Arco's side, but on Ramsey's side, got a fair amount of red this time as well. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle for both of them with the amount of them they're getting, but right now it looks like Arco's doing a lot of stuff. The beautiful L, yeah, he's pretty much a pro at getting those at this point. Was it the fifth or sixth one he's gotten this match?
Mm, yeah, definitely. Curious to see what happens. Arco lost the opportunity to take out those blues horizontally. He was pretty much built up there, but dropped his platform. So, but this game's so close now, and Ramsey taking just a little bit of a lead. This horizontal, great for him with that yellow. Now, we're going to be singing this song again. He is going to need quite a bit of red.
The thing is, the way Arco is building up his board, I have this feeling he's going to try taking those blues out horizontally.
Oh, yeah, I think he was from a long time ago, but brought down that platform. So that was pretty rough. But now he has the opportunity, and there he goes. He takes it. It takes out quite a bit of that right hand side. He's a little bit locked up, but currently he has the lead. And if Ramsey doesn't get this red, Arco could very well continue having that lead.
I was a little concerned with the sheer number of viruses that were going off at once there. I was worried that we might see a little bit of a stutter or something from his game, but thankfully we did not see that.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest issue I see right now is he has to take those viruses in column 7 vertically. There's no way he's going to be able to take those out horizontally, not with the build if he's got here.
Yeah, that is really challenging. But there we go. Column 7 exposed. One more red falls. And let's Ramsey just needs a couple more reds. Ooh, I don't think that is the way that Arco wanted to do that column 7 because he could have been out by now, essentially. So there we go. Drop it like it's hot. Let's get some blue. Oh wow, he is real close to the top of that board, but out at a 626.
Yeah, the way he was passing a couple of blues off to the side, I think that we all have this, where he went temporarily colorblind for a moment and thought he needed red down there. 'Cause he passed two blue to the left and then dropped a red down. It's probably afterwards going, wait, why did I do that?
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, Ramsey is off to about a 9 virus lead here. Is going to need some blue to clear off the center of that board. That blue yellow, perfect for him. But wow, it's blue yellow for quite a bit at the center of this board. So let's hope that RNG cooperates. Meanwhile, Arco powering back here, a little more diversity on the board, but is a blue red going to be perfect for him right now to clear off another layer. So fighting hard for this one, Saros.
Yeah, right now I'd say that it's a decent amount of everything on Arco's side, and it's a severe lack of red on Ramsey that looks to be slowing him down a little bit because he's getting a red half of double red on just about everything. Now he's finally got access to those reds, but the amount of yellows he has is going to make him have to work a little bit on getting him out horizontally, like he just did there. Here's another one. He's down to 8 viruses, open themselves up for another horizontal. Barring any major catastrophe here, this is looking like it's going to be very much Ramsey Fox's match. We could be going to a decider here.
Yeah, and of course we know, especially in the finals, that's what we'd love to see. Ramsey taking out that garbage in column 1. He's going to drop down these blues horizontally. Everything's looking good. Uh
Oh,
yeah, he's
wow.
not totally happy with what he did to make a horizontal dependency. Oof, but that micro adjustment at the end, he just needs a red and then the yellow will be free and clear. And there we go. He's out at an 824. And Arco just a little bit behind with a misdrop in columns 1 and 2. So game 2 going to Ramsey, sending us to a decider.
My apologies for almost interrupting there. As Ramsey Fox is getting near the end, Arco did a cross into a double vertical into a horizontal. It was an absolutely insane play, and he's out at an 843, which is still, for this block, a pretty decent time.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, the silver bracket times, or sorry, the gold bracket times, we're seeing times in the 6 minutes, in the 7 minutes, and silver bracket 824 looking pretty good. I think they can even push it just a wee bit and give us their best competitive edge here. I'm really excited for this one.
And I would say that this is going to be the final four levels of the tournament here, but we might have a repeat of the first match and go even longer. So who knows how long this is going to take to find a winner? I'm certainly looking forward to finding out.
Ooh, and we have readies from both players. So everybody get their hype ready in the chat for for this decider finals in April.
I do feel a little sorry for Ramsey, who just had. It's always a negative being the second person to play in the semifinals is that you go right into the finals, and now he had a tiebreaker and now a decider, but we got a 3-2-1 pills. Beautiful moves by both people early on to take a couple of quick viruses off. Looking at it right now, there is kind of a lack of yellow on Ramsey Fox's side that could cause a little bit of an issue. And yeah, you can see that he wasn't overly happy, but he took a whole bunch of viruses off at once. So you gotta be happy about that. Meanwhile, Arco's got that big hole in the middle of the board that he's trying to plug up so it doesn't cause him any major issues. And nice horizontal there. And we got about a tie game right now, Sav.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm a little bit worried about Arco leaving quite a bit of stuff up so high, but great garbage drop into a horizontal, and this board really advancing, taking it just ever so slight of a lead here. A little bit worried about Ramsey's board. Red, not very useful for him at the moment, but notice he's going to drop this red garbage. It's going to clear out some of column 7, and so he'll be able to open up more of those blues that he's going to desperately need in short order.
Meanwhile, Arco managed to get rid of that last blue that was hanging at the top. He just needs a couple reds here, which will come any moment now, I am sure. There is the horizontal. Now we just need three more. Oop, he
Oh,
placed that one piece a little bit off to the side. That's okay. He's going to get a double, and hopefully that won't hurt too much. It only was two extra pills. He is out at a 135. Meanwhile, Ramsey, with five viruses to go, is for the most part set up to take the rest of these off. He just needs that red blue will be absolutely perfect. Decides to put on columns 7 and 8. It just needs two more reds here, and he will be out at a 154, about a 15 or so second difference.
mm-hmm. But Arco off to about an 8 virus lead right now. Some viruses came off the board very, very quickly. Now, not very much use for red at the moment. Or sorry, yes, yellow, but he opened that up. And so there's just like a little bit of yellow each time he clears something. So he clears all the yellow and then another one appears. So he's working at this board bit by bit. But Ramsey's got a great combo there in columns 2 and 3, just taking quite a bit off the board. Is going to need quite a bit of blue, though, Sarge.
Yeah, meanwhile, I think Arco, if he had heard you go, I wish I had a lack of red on the board. But right now, Ramsey's getting, for the most part, what he needs. A couple more blues would be really nice here, but he's able to position them in ways to help out. Like he takes off that column 1 and column 2 and a nice pseudo lightning bolt because they were not taken off at the same time. But right now, it is looking like Arco's got decent control of this one. The amount of blues are not a major concern right now. If you get a double blue right now, that would be perfect. But he'll just take him off that way. Right now, all he has to worry about is beautiful right there. That will just need one more blue, and he will be out at a 316. But wow, Ramsey Fox is not that far behind at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and setting up here, as soon as he drops this yellow, the red will come horizontally and now out at a 329. So very nicely done. Clean end game, good plans that didn't really conflict with one another. So about a 7 virus deficit for Ramsey at the moment. Arco a little bit locked up in column 6, but that double blue really took care of everything. So we'll see how this right-hand side of the board works. Some players might be sort of thinking ahead to a fat log situation with the blue yellow, but you don't want to hold out for that too much. So the more straightforward play seems to be what he should be doing. And excellent. He's setting up for a horizontal with some yellow. So making some good plans here is Arco. But oh, Ramsey in the lead.
Yeah, I didn't catch what did that, but he's managed to take most of the blues off of his board, getting to the point where it's mostly a hot dog situation over there, which it does seem like we get a lot of hot dogs. But look at Arco's dropping here.
Mm.
Absolutely beautiful. Managed to take a good, I think it was like 6 viruses off there, giving him a only down to a 4 virus deficit, but got a lot of things in place for taking off more pills quickly. Meanwhile, Ramsey Fox was a nice little double clear right there, followed by a horizontal, is keeping it a pretty even match. These guys are just trading blows left and right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd love to see another tie. That would be outstanding. Arco showing that the pill maneuvering skills that he has quite strong, able to slide things under even at high speeds and get to the bottom row. Wow, would love, love, love a double red for him right now. That would be outstanding. Doesn't get it, but I still hold out hope. But Ramsey down to 3 viruses, also a double yellow, or sorry, double red would be great for him for the horizontal there. But yep, just needs a couple more reds, and Arco just needs one more, and he'll be out at a 530.
And that puts Ramsey Fox out at 5:33, a 3-second difference. You may as well say it's a tie game right now. We go into this last one. The lack of red that at the very top of Ramsey's board, he'll have to do a few open up opportunities and a low amount overall. Could give a little bit of a slowdown over there. While Arco, I say, he's got an almost even board. He's got a lot of areas where he's got pairings of every single color combination. I would definitely give the advantage to him right now. But if you take a look at the virus count, it's more or less tied as Ramsey Fox is just taking a virus off every time that Arco does.
Yeah, these two really trading blows back and forth. That double blue really good there for Ramsey, but needs a lot of red to keep this board progressing. You saw him darting the red yellow from side to side. Finally, the blitz with the reds ended just at the right time, sort of just as he was taking the last off. Now he's got about a 3 virus lead right now, and Arco in a little bit of a difficult spot with his board currently. Look at all that blue that is on the top. I do not like it.
No, because as we know, blue is the rarest of the pieces, and I see what I think he's setting up for a nice little. Going to take the reds out horizontally, and then he's going to try going for look at this drop down here, and he's going to try for a blue yellow, I think, next here to take out a vertical followed by a cross. Oh, no, that's horizontal. I can count, really, I can.
Ooh, man, this end game for Ramsey is so clean, so gorgeous. He just needs one more red and he will be done at a 7:18. That is an excellent, excellent time.
Well, you did say that you were expecting that both these competitors will put on the jets and show off exactly how good they really are. Arco is throwing in the towel, and GG's to our silver bracket champion for this month, Ramsey Fox, but also GG to Arco for putting on an amazing performance today.